It's 1C today. It's the 17th of October 2010. I just wanted to share this with you because I was just out taking a walk, was going on the beach, and then I back a little road down here, and then I saw, and when you see underneath this shield or this blanket, you see how it's looking underneath. It looks very special. It's a funny way that the clouds line up here just in front of the sun. You see actually that the sun is being blocked behind it. And yesterday someone sent me a video about Project Bluebeam, the project actually to make the New World Order come into practice, you can say, or into reality, by diverting everything which is of the true light, which is of the divine, which is of God, and turn it all into New Age shit, you can say. And what is very important here is actually that what you're witnessing here in the sky is manipulated. Of course we have all the chemtrail spraying that is going on in the background as well, and then we have the HAARP, of course, the HAARP manipulation. I was just looking, I thought I saw a chemtrails coming here in the background. Yes, a stripe is being made there. It's going on top of this blanket being made here, and you see how it looks. It looks quite interesting to see how low it really is. We have the waterfront, and then we have the sky, or the shielding actually, because the sky is much further up. But Project Bluebeam and HAARP, of course, is very much related. And what is also very much related is your mobile phone, your wireless internet in the house, and your these wireless internet you can have in the electricity plug. And people say, oh, then it don't radiate so much. No, it doesn't. But your whole electricity system and all the wires in your house and all the lamps and bulbs and everything will be vibrating in a not very healthy frequency, so that's not really the way to go. But it's all about resonance, and all the wireless gadgets will go into resonance with all the other things going on here, for instance the HAARP and so on. But Project Bluebeam is very much about your mobile phone. It's very much about your wireless internet at home. It's very much about the wireless mobile antennas all over where you're living in the cities and so on. Because our pineal gland is so sensitive to electrosmog and to the vibrations and to sound and light as well. And it's very interesting because the wireless society is making a hell of a noise, but our outer ear cannot hear it, but our inner ear, or our cells and our brain and everything, is listening to this immense noise, which makes me really feel bad when I just listen to it with a detector that transformed the invisible sound, you can say, to sound you can hear. But that means every time you put a mobile phone to your brain, you are actually influencing your pineal gland, and that means that you are actually embedding or implanting a lot of information into the pineal gland and into your brain at all levels. And this is why people have become so godless, and people have become so less enthusiastic and ignited and wow when you feel the God force, when you feel the power, when you just feel the creativity, when you feel the impulses to do great things, to help other people, and to be kind and loving and not spread your own shit around on the internet and for other people, but take responsibility of your own shit and develop and be more and more kind and more loving. So Project Bluebeam, HAARP, mobile phones, wireless internet, hotspots, everything all go hand in hand. And right now we are actually witnessing two stripes here crossing each other almost. So they are meeting here right now, the two springs, and here we have actually an X mark being made right in front of us. So it's just going on all the time, and it has been building up all week, and it's like the sky hasn't been really blue, and and we'll just see how the sun is being blocked. So think about next time you use your mobile phone and your wireless internet, and if your husband doesn't want you to change the wireless internet in the house, then just throw it out. Throw it out and think about your children, think about yourself, think about your family, because it's so stupid to have these wireless gadgets in your house, and it's actually very stupid to use all these wireless gadgets, because we have done very well without them, and today you cannot hardly survive if you don't have a mobile phone. Mobile phones are used for everything today, and that is quite interesting because that shows the New Age agenda actually. Mobile phones is a New Age tool, and the mobile phone is not an ascension tool, it's actually a descension tool, because it will disconnect and it will lower your frequencies and your vibrations and your energy and keep you stuck in wrong thinking, in a beast-like mentality where you are very switched. And that is the whole trick today, is that most people are so bloody switched that it's almost impossible to make sense in a communication, because they don't really listen to you. They hear what they want to hear, and they react from mediocre emotions and feelings and wrong thinking, and call you all sorts of things like Julius is possessed by demons and whatever. No, Julius is not possessed by demons, but most people are when they use the mobile phones and wireless technologies, because it is really a beamer for demons, a beamer for black magic attacks, a beamer for all sorts of things. It's coming through the wireless, and this is why most people are really caught up in emotional stuff, in the human drama called life, because they are being beamed almost 24 hours a day with black magic stuff, with satanic rituals, with satanic messages, with subliminals through the wireless and so on. This might sound a little bit crazy, but you know, if you just look a little bit around the internet, and if you just start to research a little bit, you will find out that what I'm saying is really nothing compared to what is really going on. But don't be afraid, because fear will not help you anyway. So we have to take action, we have to look at things, what is going on, look at it like it's a movie, because it is really a movie. But don't take part in the movie, don't go into it with your emotions, just look at it at distance and then say, okay, this is what is going on, what can I do to make my movie look a little bit different, what can I do to change, how can I change, what can I do? I can start by looking at my wireless stuff, I can start by looking at my mobile phone, and if I'm not ready right now to skip it all, then at least protect yourself and protect your family, because this is really so essential. And I can assure you, because the thousands of people I have helped the last 7 years on many levels, the people who protect themselves, they are managing better, they are doing better than the people who do not protect themselves. Many people believe that knowing a lot of things will actually protect them, but it's not true, because what I see today in Denmark is that most people are still talking about the same things as they did for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 years ago, and still talking about 9/11 and dust, and still talking about, oh, the wireless, and we need to do more conferences, and we need to do new initiatives, and we need to gather a group and start all over again. No, we need to take action. We need to look at our own mobile phone, our own internet connection, and put the cable in and get a landline phone or call through the internet, though of course Skype will be harvesting all your energy and harvesting all your ideas, because they own everything that you discuss on Skype, like Facebook own all the information you put into the Facebook, and so on with all the social medias, which just shows you exactly that all Facebook and Twitter and all these medias, also YouTube and so on, are really part of the New World Order agenda. It's part of the beast, and it's part of harvesting all your energy, all you know, and take ownership of it all, so you will become a slave with a New World Order religion, where you have to obey to Satan and to all this madness going on. No, you are not going to do that, because you wake up right now. I count to 4 and then you wake up. 1, 2, 3, 4, open your eyes and you are completely awake and you see what is going on. You see how everything is being manipulated, and you see how your own mobile phone and wireless internet and everything is actually the main tool. It's actually the main weapon for the New World Order to dumb you down, to implant pictures, to implant messages, to make you believe that what you get from intuitions and insights and so on is coming from your higher self, when it's coming from a bloody satellite or from a bloody mobile phone tower or something. Watch the movie called Control Factor and you will get a glimpse of what is really going on, because that is synthetic telepathy that is going on there. And this is actually what Project Bluebeam is also about. And I kindly ask you to pay very much attention to the videos you find on the Creatrix 13 channel and look on the playlist, because there are so many great videos, and especially look about the videos with Dr. Manfred Döp about the switching of the brain, because that is really crucial to understand. Switching of the brain is actually something that everyone should be looking at, because it tells what is really going on. And when you do the switching exercises, which you can find on the channel as well, or on the website, you can actually synchronize your brain more and bring more clarity back to your brain. And in this way you will start to be able to get the full picture and to reconnect much more and see what is really going on, because your coherent thinking will start working again. But when the sky is looking like it is today, there's a lot of manipulation of frequencies going on, and there your brain will not work quite probably, because you will be influenced from different kinds of frequencies and waves and so on, and that means you will be put into a lower frequency state or lower energy state, and this way the brain doesn't work quite as it normally does, where you have a clear connection and you can really get the impulses from your higher self and from your soul and the divine and so on. So this video is really about that, realizing that Project Bluebeam is just not about HAARP and HCAT and other scalar wave huge antenna systems. It's also about your scalar wave transmitter or scalar wave control box, which you hold in your hand many times a day, your mobile phone, and which you gave to your little children, and your wireless internet, which you have in your house and on your work, and your wireless sticked cordless phone, which is actually a ticking bomb, you can say. All the wireless stuff and gadgets and technologies have actually been designed in the military and is used for the global mind control agenda. The 3G system was made to disconnect spirit and soul, and now the 4G system comes, and that is to take over the human mind completely and thereby turn people into dehuman animals, you might say, or beasts that will be fighting each other, that will be having psychological problems all the time, and will not be able to really function in a normal human and divine way. So it's about time to make a choice now. If you continue with all your wireless stuff in your mobile phones, your wireless internet and so on, you will be lost forever, because that is the main weapon, and that's why they are so eager to have everything done by the mobile phone, through the mobile phone and so on. And how come we should give all our old mobile phones to the third world countries? Well, of course, now we have 4.6 billion mobile phone users in the world. Do you see the agenda? Do you see how fast it has all come? And this is not just the normal, how to say, oh, and we need the new technology, we need the new stuff and so on. No, this goes much further. And if you see how fast they build out the mobile phone systems, they change the technologies, they build out new mobile phone towers all over, and there need to be so much more everywhere. Then you will know that this is not just a coincidence. This is about something much, 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 much bigger. So it's about time now to realize and to get going. And thank you for understanding, and thank you for understanding the seriousness of this video, because it's really, it has all been said for years. So now it's about time really to get going. So let's work as one, let's help each other, and let's free each other, because this goes much deeper, and when people call me possessed by demons, I know it's not me they're really talking about, and I really wish to help them, but I cannot just help all people. They need to do the homework themselves as well. So thank you for listening, and thank you for sharing.